Hi friends, today I'm going to show you how to knit this baby hoodie for a 2-year-old. This is all you need. You need your pattern, your free pattern, you need your scissors, your tapestry needle, and you also need your circular needles. So we are going to cast on 76. Row 1, knit 2 by 2 rib from start to end. Okay, we are at the end of row 1. Finished with purl 2. Turn your work. You're going to start with knit 2, but because I want to keep that the edge nice and straight, I'm going to slip 1 in the first stitch and then knit 1. Okay, so purl 2, knit 2. Purl 2, knit 2. So you continue with the same stitches, knit 2, purl 2 until you get to the end of row 2. And from here onwards, you just continue doing the same until you finished all the 11 rows. So we are at the end of row 11. Just working on the last few stitches. So the last 2 purl 2. So next row is row 12, but on the pattern it just says next row. This part I think is the most difficult part of the pattern. It's difficult to read the abbreviations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and simplify it as much as I can. So all that's written there, I think it just means reduce the number of stitches on this row by 7. So at the end of the row we should have 69 stitches. For this row we will slip 1, knit 1, and then purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. So now we have 8 stitches on the needle. We are going to decrease by 1, so we're just going to knit 2 together. And then purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. So basically what we're doing here is we're decreasing after every 8 stitches. So we've got our decrease here, so 2, 4, 6, 8, and then we make a decrease here. After the decrease we work on 8 stitches, and then we decrease 8 stitches and decrease until we get to the end of the row. So the next 2 we are going to purl 2 together to make a decrease. so we've decreased by another one. So far we've decreased 2 stitches on the row. So we just continue doing that until we get to the end of the row. So we are at the last decrease. We're going to knit these two together and purl 2, and knit 2, purl 2, turn your work. We are going to start on the main body, so we're going to change our needle to a size 4. So we're going to use 4 millimeters from now on. So the next 2 rows are stocking stitch, so that means knit on this on the right side and then purl on the wrong side. So start with your, so using the 4 millimeter needle, you're going to slip 1 and then we just start knitting. So we knit from the beginning of the row to the end. We are now working the second row of the stocking stitch. So from now onwards, for the body, I'm going to do 1 stitch cutter. So that means I'm going to knit 1 at the beginning of every row. So knit 1, and then I'm going to purl all the stitches until the end of the row. I will also knit the last stitch. After knitting the 2 rows of stocking stitch, you start the pattern. So you knit 5, so it says knit 5 rows, so I'm going to knit from start to end. Okay, then we turn, so we knit again, so yeah, we're on the wrong side and we're going to knit all through to the end of the row. Okay, then you turn. The next row is purl all from start to end, but we're going to knit the first one and then purl from the second stitch up to the second from last. So we're just going to purl. So we're at the end of the row. We need the last one, then turn our work. So from here we are going to work 15 rows in DM. So when you look at the pattern, work 15, so we've just done this row, we are going to work on this next line. So it says work 15 rows in DM. DM is referring to this box, and we're going to start double moss pattern, which is worked over 4 rows. Row 1 will be knit 1, purl 1 to end, and then row 2 will be purl 1, knit 1 to end, and row 3 knit 1, purl 1 to end, and row 4 knit 1, purl 1. We are going to repeat these 4 rows until we get 15 rows. So on this this next row we are going to knit 1 and purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. So we'll continue with the knit 1, purl 1 until we get to the end of the row. Okay, that's the first row of the double moss done. So turn our work. We're going to work on row 2. So row 2 says purl 1, but remember we're doing gutter. So hopefully I'm not going to confuse anyone here. But remember we're working on gutter, so we're going to just knit 1 and then knit 1 and purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. And then we just continue with that until you get to the end of the row. We're at the end of row 2 of the double moss. So remember we knit the first and last stitch, and then we are going to do the third row. So this is how the first and second row of the double moss stitch look like. We're going to work on row 3. Row 3 says purl, but remember we're knitting each and every first stitch and last stitch. So knit and we'll knit. Now we're doing the opposite of what we did in the first 2 rows. So where you see a knit, you purl. Where you see a purl, you knit. So this is row 3. So this is the end of row 3 of double moss. And the last one we are going to knit. Then you turn your work. Row number 4, we are going to knit the first one and then purl the second, knit and purl. So you repeat this until you get to the end of row 4. So we are at the end of row 4. turn your work. So this is how the 4 rows look like of the moose stitch. So you keep repeating those until you get 15 rows. You finished 15 rows, and that's the end of the double moose pattern. So after the 15th row, turn your work, knit 1, then purl all until you get to the last 2 stitches. Okay, you turn your work, and then you knit 5 rows. So just knit from start to end. So that's the end of row 5. I'm going to start on the stockinette stitch until the work measures 6 inches. So at the moment the work measures 4.5 inches, and I need an extra 1.5 inches. So the first row after the 5 rows is a purl stitch, and then I'll just continue doing the stockinette stitch from here onwards. The back measures 6 inches now. Cast off 5. Then knit until you get to the end of the row. Okay, then you turn your work, then you cast off 5 at the beginning of this row. And then purl the rest of the stitches to the end. So now we've got 5 cast off on this side and 5 cast off on this side. So I'm going to start decreasing my stitches. I'm starting on the wrong side, so I'm gonna purl all these stitches until I get to the last 3, and then I'll knit these 2 together. So now I'm at the end of the row. I'm going to knit these two together. So this is my first decrease, and then I'll knit one, turn. Now I'm on the right side, so I'm going to knit all the stitches from the beginning to the last 3 stitches, and I will knit these two together. So we are at the end of the row, and we've got the last 3 stitches there. We're going to knit 2 together, and then knit the last stitch. So I'm going to continue decreasing 1 at the end of each row until I'm left with 19 stitches. So I've got 19 stitches left now. So I'm going to put all these stitches on a stitch holder, and then start working on the other parts of the hoodie. Okay, so that's all nice and secure. So this is the back of the hoodie finished. I'm going to start working on the front, and I'll start with the left front. I've knitted the front up to 6 inches. The pattern is exactly the same as the back. I'm going to quickly show you how to shape the armhole on the left front. 10, then when you are on the wrong side, cast off 5 stitches from the beginning of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then yarn to the front, and then purl all until you get to the end of the row. Okay, then knit that stitch, 10, so from this row onwards we're going to knit 2 together at the end of the row, and we'll do that on the right side only. We don't do anything on the wrong side, we're just decreasing one side. So we're going to just knit 2 together at the end of the row here, facing the right side. So we knit all until we are left with 3 stitches at the end of the row. Okay, so we're going to knit 2 together. So we're just checking these 2, and then knit together, and then knit the last stitch. Turn your work. Knit 1, purl all until you get to the last stitch, and then you knit that last stitch. Okay, and then you're going to knit the last stitch. Okay, so from as you can see, we've started the decrease there, so just continue doing that until we are left with 14 stitches on the needle, and then we'll start shaping the neck. We have 14 stitches left. We are going to start shaping the neck. Cast off 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knit until you've got 3 stitches left. Knit 2 together, knit 1. Knit 1, purl until you've got 3 stitches left, and then knit, purl 2 together, then purl 2 together, knit 1. Knit 1, knit until you have 3 stitches left at the end of the row. Knit 2 together, knit 1. Knit 1, purl until you have 3 left, purl 2 together, knit 1. Knit 2, 1, 2, knit 2 together, knit 1, 10, knit 1, purl 2 together, knit 1, 10, knit 1, knit 2 together, turn, purl 2 together, and that's the end of the left front. So I'm just going to chain 1 here and then fasten off. the right side. I've done the right side already. So that's the front of the hoodie and the back. So it's starting to take shape now. So before joining the pieces together, I'm going to block them. That will make it easier for me, and it will straighten out all the pieces, and I will not have issues with the pieces rolling like they are now. So yeah, I still got a bit to go. I still need to do the sleeves, the hoodie, and the rib, and then of course I'll get the buttons as well. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.